Well, if anybody's waiting, I'm just doing my usual pre-stream check to make sure that everything's working. I hope everybody's day is going well. And I can see that my Mac screen is out of sync with reality. I don't know why it does that. Every so often it lags behind and takes a while to catch up with the correct time. So, according to the dongs, I am basically starting. I hope everyone's having a good day. This is my second stream today. Sorry if you missed the first one. The first one I did a twin account candle run. And today, now I should say I'm going to be doing a wing run because Beren here did an Eden run yesterday, so she needs to get her wings back. So I guess I'm off. Let's see if I can do it any faster than last time and without missing one, which I did last time, which was slightly embarrassing. As the description says, I won't be doing the trials, at least probably not, simply because it takes a while. And we'll see how it goes. I should have plenty of time. So, wings in the Isle of Dawn. One up the hill behind me, one straight in the boat, one in the caves over there, one atop the ramp, and then another one in that rocky outcrop over there. Let's be about it. And hopefully I can avoid my usual trap of picking up candles on the way, because, yeah, Beren's already done her candle run for the day, really. That's the first one of 99. Because there are now 103 candles available, including the trials. Because a new one was introduced with the Moomin season. In addition to those 103, you have possibly 6 available from the Shard events, the red Shard events, and then you have 10 more in Eden for a total of 119. Which means that Beren here, I think, can get a theoretical maximum of 190. And I've no doubt when 200 becomes possible, I will run her just to get 200 for the flex, just so that I can say I've done it. But that will take, let's see. That might take a couple more months, so it might not be February until she gets to a point where she might be able to get 200. We'll see. Yes, you can hear the Mac clock program donging in the background, and it is, yeah. Oh, that's really strange. It's showing the right time, but it's sounding off for 6 o'clock. Because reasons, I suppose. Hello, Thivia. Welcome back. So now I have to climb into the clouds. Which is, you see enough? Yeah, that was actually, I think, the quickest I've ever made it up here. Now we head home. And that's the Daylight Prairie done. No, that's not the Daylight Prairie, sorry, that's the Isle of Dawn done. Now we do the Daylight Prairie. So there's obviously one right here, which is not new, but they moved it. It used to be at the exit to the butterfly fields. Don't know why they moved it. And there should be, if memory serves me, 2 in the next section. 1 in a cave on the left as we exit, or enter, I should say. And then 1 atop the mound, which we'll see in a second. Yeah, there's one up there. Used to be one in the exit over there, but that one they moved. In fact, I've already got that one now. That's not the most helpful place to position yourself. Heading next to the Prairie Caves, I think they're called. And there's 2 in there. So I need to actually get charged up. And there's one over here to the left of the entrance, up in that hole in the wall. And the next one is straight ahead of me. Then we head to Prairie Peaks for 3 more. And I strongly recommend doing the Prairie Peaks with at least 55 wings. Used to be 75, but then I found out I could do it with 55. And in my opinion, 2 of the wings here are, I'm going to say, the 2 hardest to get. And I typically do them in the same order. There's one in, I can't remember what this area is called that I'm heading towards. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to get this particular wing solo if you don't know what you're doing. You know, if you're new and you've looked it up online, you could be in a bit of trouble. Because you have to go all the way to the top of that spire. And here's the problem. You can get to the top of the spire, but that's not where the wing is. The wing that you want is up there. And so you can see the problem. How do you get up there? Well, fortunately, people have carefully put down these recharge stations. If you didn't know this was here, you would be in trouble at this point. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you would have to leave it last, I think. This is what I used to do. This would be the last wings that I would get. And I can never remember entirely where it is, but it's there. Yep, there we go. I'm trying to remember the first time I did that, or attempted it even. It was frustrating. Now this next one, in some ways, is actually more doable, because we're going to have to climb up through the clouds. And yes, I know I bunny hop a lot. This is a consequence of running wingless accounts solo. It's how you get around. And for some reason, it becomes sort of second nature to bunny hop rather than fly. And did I want to? Yes, I did. Couldn't remember if I was going the right way for a second. I mean, yeah, you could recharge on the light blooms, but I do remember back in the early days of playing, I did tend to be extremely careful with my light levels and wing levels. And so my inclination is still here to keep my light levels at maximum as much as possible. Show off. But we are heading up there, and you can see if you have somebody piggyback you with a I need to go over there really. If you have someone piggybacking you, they can light a candle and keep you recharged. Of course, that makes it much easier, but solo, I know how I do it, which is what I'm doing. And yes, I should have flown up to the clouds, but as I say, when you get I find when you get used to running wingless, the bunny hop tends to become your default. And so the basic trick is you basically fly up the clouds. If I were attempting to speed run this, and I think there is a speed run time for collecting the wings, but I think it's, I want to say something like 45 minutes or something ridiculous, but I think it was, they allowed glitches, so they would fly under the terrain using, what's it, chibi falling. And so there we go. Straightforward enough. I remember the first times I attempted this. Oh, that was not fun. Yeah, like then, I just messed that up quite badly. Right, and now we head to the Jolly Geologist's Cave for the third one. And I generally try and do them in order, because that way I'm less likely to forget. Which is not a guarantee that I won't forget, just less likely. And I could flap through this actually. But I like this flight down. It's rather nice. You know, that posture must be hard on their back and neck. It makes my neck ache just looking at it. Oh, and I just headed off in the wrong... Did I? Hang on. I thought I was heading the right way. Oh, please don't tell me I got lost. I got so absorbed in... Yes, I went the wrong way. I got so absorbed looking at the view, I forgot where I was going. In my defense, I've already done one nearly 2.5 hour live stream today, so it's entirely possible my brain is not as functional as it normally is, insofar as it can ever be said to be functional. Grab this one, and then the quickest way back is to go home. And then come back the way we came. So now we're heading for the area known as the village. I think it's called the village. Don't know why it's called the village. Didn't have to go home and come back, of course. I could have gone through the entrance cliffs in Prairie Peaks, taken the boat back to the caverns, and then exited into the area ahead of us through the caverns, but this is quicker, arguably. So here we have, hang on, 1, 2, 3, I think it's 3, one straight ahead of us, which you can see, one off to our immediate left, and then there's one behind the hill there, and then we have to go to the 8-player puzzle. And then from the 8-player puzzle up to the temple. Now the main problem here, of course, is getting this door open. Oh. Oh no! Come on! Alright, so it is generally possible to get through this by simply dashing backwards and forwards. But it can take a while. There we go. Easier, of course, if you have an alt account with you. Next one behind the hill here. So now we head for the 8-player puzzle, which is going to be... Well, it tends to be... Well, no, I was going to say, it tends to be either frustrating or quick. Because we've got 2 sets of puzzles to get through, and nobody's gone through here, so... Fortunately, there are other players around, and hopefully some of them are going to be wanting to do this. Earlier, there was a complete dearth of players. Couldn't see a single one, but we have a few here. So hopefully one of them's going to come this way. I don't know if dashing backwards and forwards really works with this. Oh. Hopefully they're going to come down the chimney. Yes, so good. Oh, you're joking. Somebody on another server seems to have opened the door, possibly. Either that or the thing just glitched. And if those who... Oh no, this is not... You haven't seen me do too many wing runs. In fact, I think this is the second one I've streamed. Yes. I always seem to end up coming around to this side so that I can flap up and flap in the direction of one of the mounds I want. And hopefully nobody feels like trolling us is a good idea today. By the way, the honk that this player is doing, completely useless. Nobody outside can hear you. Nobody can come in and assist in response to that honk, so it's a complete waste of time. It also, despite popular myth, does not encourage a server merge. So your only thing you can really do is stand here and wait. You can get the 2 at the temple without coming through here, but there's one here, so you might as well grab it. Oh, we're getting there. 7. Please, nobody go to sleep. Oh, and we got one asleep. Oh no, no, we don't. I actually dislike that honk when you're close. That light, if you're in the wrong place, can blind you temporarily, which can be a bad thing because you can't see where you're going. But everybody seems to be on board today. Okay. And we're ready for the next bit. Oh, that player's been around a while. In fact, they both have 200 plus wings. And I need to go over there. Up through the hole. If I can line up properly, down to the cave. Pick up the wing. Head out towards the temple. This was interesting during the Days of Color. In fact, I think, yep, those are all from the Days of Color. Oh boy, that was not a fun time. There was a huge bug that caused a really unpleasant strobing effect. While technically I don't think it was necessarily capable of triggering a epileptic seizure, there's at least one account where somebody's dog suffered an epileptic seizure from watching it. Yeah, not sure if that's true or not. So then the next thing is, I don't think I've got enough flappies to get to the top, but we'll try it anyway, and I'll try and remember in future. Yeah, not quite enough. Maybe I've been a bit more efficient. But there's a recharge station, which I did not know. That's nice of them. Oh, that's useful. That's a relatively new. I don't think I've seen too many recharge stations here. Alright, that's everything in the village and the temple. Now we head towards the area known as the Nest, where there are two. As I enter the Nest area right there, there should be one on an island below and in front of me, and then we head to an island that will be above us and on the left. And if you're part of my usual viewing crew, is that the right word? I know. Normally, my general policy is not to stream on Sunday. Well, I was bored and I woke up early. I'm sorry. I can always do this again. And now we head towards Sanctuary Islands, where there are 8 more wings. You can see the first one right there. So there's this one. There are 4 essentially in the outside areas and 4 inside. So this is the first one, or at least the first and most obvious one. The next one is over there. In fact, you can't yes, you can just about see it where the flower is. And now it's a bit questionable, do I want to make with this one or to the one on top of the hill here? I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So I'm going to try for this because I will go through the clouds and that should get me there. If you can't fly there directly, as I am attempting, you can use the geyser below that island and it will throw you high enough. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, you can see the geyser down there. That will kick you up. But if you manage to get to the clouds, you should have enough glide height to just come in like this. Pick that up. And then head for the top of the hill over here. You will see there's another wing towards the right. And we'll get that after this. Fortunately, I'm not quite sure if they're thermals per se, but there are wind currents around here which do help enormously. What is that? That glow in the clouds. Is that a glitch? So this is what I'm heading for now. Head down the cliff. Try not to be picked up by the manta. And again, you'll see there's a geyser there, so if you are low on Flappy, you can use the geyser. Next one's round the corner in the Jellyfish Cave. I think that's called the Jellyfish Cave. And it's straight across the water. In fact, you can see it. Unless you get picked up by jellyfish, which I did not want. And the other 3, this is the way I get to them. Seems to be the most direct. Pause, line yourself up with the hole in the roof. There we go. Tell you what, this is a lot easier when I'm not picking up candles as well. Miss the jellyfish. Pick up that one. Next one is up there. You can just see the glow. One more to get. I don't normally bother to stop for the crabs, even though technically they are a little dangerous, more dangerous to me than usual. Just fly straight up here, go around the corner, pick up that one, make sure that crab doesn't disturb me, though I don't think that'll be a problem. Go home. There we go. Relatively straightforward. Now we're heading for the hidden forest. Various approaches to this, I suppose. I'm going to try and do them in strict order, which means I have to go to the wind paths, because that's where the entrance is here. And from the wind paths I can then go through to the underground caverns. Now, and I'll explain why in a minute. My experience of getting the one in the wind paths is either I get it first time no problem, or I spend an entirely too much time floundering around like a deranged bumblebee. Hopefully that won't be today. We are heading for one of the tunnel entrances. Not that one. Should be this one. And if I get the dive just right... Oh, grief, I can never remember now. I think it's this one we want. I hope it's this one. What do you want to bet? I've just forgotten and I'm going for the wrong tunnel. Ah, yep, okay. It's going to be one of those days. Yeah, this one. Yep, today is obviously going to be flounder like a deranged bumblebee day. Hang on. It's this one, isn't it? I've actually been known to get this straight first time, but apparently today is not that day. That should be it. Yes, okay, got it. Right. So, if I can just... I will go to the underground caverns next. And the reason is... this is a guaranteed way to get into the underground caverns. If you go through the elevated clearing, well, that is Grandma's, you can go through a hollow tree, but you need 2 people. And there's no guarantee that you'll find somebody, and there's no guarantee that it might... sometimes it's left open. But this is guaranteed. You will get in. I'm not actually that used to doing it this way anymore, but so what I'm going to do is orient myself over here, look round, because there is one up there, and then there is another one over there. Those are the first 2. So we're going to follow the birds up, and they will actually recharge you on the way up, as you can see. So this, relatively easy to get. Grab that, come out, and then we're going to head up here, and hopefully I've got enough flappy levels to do it. I do. Everything's open. Yes, I know I'm picking up light. Oh, forget it, I can't be bothered. If you come in here and there are no butterflies, you will need to melt the darkness, because we're heading up there next. And they will take you all the way up. I think this actually might take you all the way out, but I haven't done that in so long, I don't remember. And I can never... There we go. You're looking for that hole in the cliff. And then you just move forwards, and there it is. Simple. After you've done it about 100 times. Right, where's the next one? The next one is straight over that way. In fact, Nope, I can't see it. I hope I'm remembering this. Yes. Yeah, in fact, you can just see the glow. You just might have seen the glow of it there. Now what I'm going to do after I'm done here is actually go home. You can exit from here back into the elevated clearing, but that is not useful to me because I have a couple of other places to visit first, so... Oh, did I mention there are 4 in here? There are 4 in here. Oh, come on, open up. Thank you. So now we need to go up, 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 up and up. I should be able to recharge a little here because I didn't pick that up. Not much then. And then we are going up here. And as you can see, I'm already out of Flappy, so we'll try and find a jellyfish. It is set up to allow you to do it. And you can actually follow the birds around, although that's not... I don't find that particularly easy, but anybody who's done the Little Prince quests will probably find themselves following the birds around. But there is another way too, which will help. If you go in through this, into this cave, you can do a call, and the butterflies will take you up a level. And you can call on more butterflies, so you get to the top here fully charged, and then you just make your way up the light blooms as necessary. I think they're called light blooms. And then the next one we want is right there. And that's the underground caverns. So I will go home next, because my next stop is the treehouse. Give me a second to get some coffee. Right. Treehouse, treehouse, treehouse. Two in the treehouse area. One beneath the treehouse. One beneath the treehouse itself, down amongst the roots, I suppose. Is it a root cellar? I do not know. But that's the easiest one to get to first. I'm lucky it's not raining today. There is a schedule for when it's raining and not, but it kind of does depend on whether you've completed the treehouse quests, which obviously I have. So yeah, you just simply go through here, follow the tunnel around, clear your throat, pick up that, make your way back out. Now because it's not raining, this makes life a little easier. If it is raining when you get here and you have low wing levels for whatever reason, if you go and find the quest giver and view his last memory, it will switch the rain off. But it's not raining. And as I say, I don't remember what the schedule is for raining. So you want that tree here. So, yeah. This tree, that tree, hole in the tree. Pick that up. Make my way out. There's no point in going home at this point, I don't think. It's just as quick to exit. I'm not going to say no to the odd candle. It was on my way, believe me. I hope that didn't sound too plaintive. Right, the next winged light is there. You can see it, in fact. Once you know it's there, it's relatively easy to get. If you don't know it's there and you spot it later, getting up to it with the clouds, it can be tricky. I haven't had to do that in a while. And I'm not about to demonstrate it now, but I do remember getting this one. I used to find quite a serious pain in the neck. Oh, thanks. Now, I personally have to remember at this point that I don't have my usual wing levels, so I can't get away necessarily with the kind of tactics I used to when I've got 150 odd wings. So yeah, you can't really miss this wing, it's straight ahead. And yes, I know I can hop over the top. And if this takes too long, I will. But again, you can actually see how much it's doing so, and then entering into the rain does knock you down a bit. So what we're going to do next is get the 2 in the elevated clearing. And if my conversation sounds a little less frivolous than usual, it's because I tend to find getting the wing runs over and done, you tend to have to go at it with a sort of grim intensity. Right, so that's the first one, and then we're seeing as we're heading back that way. The second one is round the back of the trees here. Past the map shrine, and there's the second one. Make our way back out to Forest Brook. And I'm well on my way to 120. So 2 possibilities at this point. You can either get the one up there, which I probably will, or, well, if you're coming out of the elevated clearing, it's probably easier to get this one first. There is one there, you can just see it, but there's another one down this way. So, yeah, I think it almost comes down to personal preference. The one in the second tree house is kind of on the way, so I'm inclined to do this first, regardless of which direction you come in, and then make it to that tree house. Now, this point you can see, I am in fact getting low on Flappy. because we're not doing the usual get the candles, which will obviously keep our light levels up. So we'll just be circumspect about this. Pick that one up. One more in this place, and that is on the way out. Right there. Three in the next area. And they are set quite apart. My recommended or favoured method of doing it is to come through this first. If you need to, the butterflies will recharge you. Turn sharp right here, go into a climb, and you're looking for the hollow tree straight ahead. The other one is more or less straight, I say straight opposite. It's over there. You can see the, well, it's not really a tree house per se, but that's where we're heading. And in the rain and running solo like this, yeah, you just use the balloons to recharge. If you are hand in hand with somebody, that does actually help recharge you a little bit. If you're piggybacking and they're holding a candle, obviously that's even better. Or you could skip this altogether, go and turn the rain off over there, and then come back, which is even safer still. But I'm not going for safe. I just want to get this over with. Well, yeah. You don't need to go through the spirit gate to get that one. So I'm nearly the 120. And then the next one is... you'll see it shortly. It's in that sort of part of the broken bridge. And I am going to go and recharge just to be on the safe side. In fact, I think I've got enough flappy to get over here. Well, not flappy, light. Needless to say, this area is... it's actually one of the... it's one of the more dangerous areas. As Thivia in chat will tell you, we've been known to come down here just to help new players, and this is where they get into trouble. For some reason, more so here than Forest Brook, which is the region behind us. This area here, which is so open, and yeah, this is the area that causes quite a lot of trouble for new players. So if anybody ever feels like helping new players, this is a good way to be. If only to recharge them. They may not even know what you're doing. I have had moths run away because they don't know the game, and they haven't figured out that people in this game often want to help. And now I'm frantically saying to myself, did I get everything? Right, we now need to go through the temple. And the last time I streamed a wing run, I missed this next one. But we're just going to fly up here and just exit the temple as normal. Good grief. This has taken me an hour already, and I haven't been dawdling. Well, 55 minutes. So this final wing in the Hidden Forest is down here and on the left. Basically just turn straight left and there it is. This is the one I missed the last time I streamed a wing run. I was quite embarrassed. Now you can actually get into well, you know, obviously you can get into the Valley of Triumph straight through there. It's probably quicker just to go home. I'm not sightseeing. So I'm going to do... It doesn't really matter which order you do this in. You're going to have to come up and down a few times. So I will do this first. We've got the Village of Dreams ahead of us. We are not going to the... Well, we are. First place we're going, though, is the Village Theatre, where there is one wing hidden in the theatre itself. So we come down here, turn right, and go into the theatre, which is up there. Then we want to head down here into the theatre proper, head left, keep going left, go behind the guitar, and there is that one. Make your way out. Over jumped that, and it again, and again. Oh, come on. Thank you. Head back up to the Village of Dreams. And here we're going to turn right and head for the hot springs. I've already done the shard event, so I'm not bothered by that. In fact, I picked up my first wing since Eden. Oh, no, not the hot springs. In the direction of the hot springs, head for the cave. I forgot. Sorry, I'm so used. I'm so used to going up to the hot springs, I forgot that one. Right, next one is in one of the caves here. In fact, you can just see the glow. Now we have to make our way up to Hermit Valley. We have 3 more wings to collect in this general region, and it's probably... Yeah, I'm going to take the pagoda. It's probably a bit quicker to simply jump and scamper up there. I've never really timed it. But the next wing we're heading for is actually on top of the tower here. And because of winds, this one can be slightly tricky. So I'm actually going to use the pagoda to help get me into position. I'll be slightly high. Hopefully we don't get a glitch. And I will lift off here. And you can see, it really does make you fight for that. If you're low on wings, that's probably the easiest way to do it. But you can fall down and you can recharge. And I think some careful people have, some nice people have put a recharge station or two down there. As I recall, one of them is quite encouraging. Hey Thivia, there's only 2 people watching, you and me. Right, from here, we still have 2 more to get, and they're both in Hermit Valley. Both of these are really not easy to find. I think the only reason I knew about it was because I was on the Sky fandom page / wiki. I mean, this first one, you would really have to, well no, they're both of them, you really would have to check every single nook and cranny to find them. So the first one, come up through the entrance, and we want to go up here through this hole in the wall, turn left, skid on over to the alcove, pick that one up. That one's easy. This next one, how you do it kind of depends on your wing levels, but it's still quite doable. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, coffee burp. So where we are heading next is a cave. In fact, you can see the entrance right over there. If you can't hit the cave, don't worry, there's a ledge underneath and you can climb up through the clouds. And at this point, it's easier to go home. So now we head back down. Get used to this, we're going to be doing it again. Okay, first wing is an auto pickup. Right there. If you're wingless, and if you watch my last live stream, you saw I did take a wingless down here. I did not go all the way down here. For that reason. So, if you have a friend, if you are playing wingless and you have a friend who's taking you around, as I have said before, make absolutely sure they remember you are wingless, and make absolutely sure you can trust them. Because, yeah. You don't want to say goodbye to your wingless career. Two more here. You can see one glowing there, but I'm going after the one underneath the ice first. Because it's kind of on the way. So just to reiterate, that one is in the abandoned boat to the left of the entrance. Pick up this one, head for the downhill run towards the Colosseum, and we've got to come back at some point and get to the Citadel, and either way we're going to have to go back home. Both wings down here are auto pickups. So again, if you're wingless, be careful. Well, let's recharge this person. There you go. I've already been down here, so I'm not even gonna. I don't care about the light fragments. I just want the wings. And the first one isn't for some distance. I'll shout out when we get close to the first one. Yep, still not there. As I said, there's two on the downhill run here towards the Colosseum, and the first one, well, you'll see it. It's pretty clear. Is right there. So you basically line yourself up on the jump, straight through. Next one is in the next section. At the risk of being obvious. Now the reason you've got to be careful here is if you've already picked up the wings and you don't necessarily remember where they are, and you're taking a wingless down here, you might be very tempted to just go straight down. Don't. If you're taking a wingless with you and you've already picked the wings, I find going to the extreme left to be the best option. Don't care about this at all, so I'm going to go for the next one. Next wing is up there. If you're low on wings, the easiest way to get up there is come up this, whatever it's called, climb onto the snow mound, and then just fly straight up. Grab that. Next one is in the temple. Oh, you're kidding me. I must admit, I've never come down there and not picked up those fragments. That's a first for me. Right. Two possible ways you can get this next wing. One is more complicated than the other. The more complicated way is to go through that spirit gate there. Now that is useful because you might want to pick up the spirit. I think, can't remember how many spirits there are in this at this point. The other way is simply climb straight up here. There's no spirit gate. And you just fly straight through. Follow the corridor around. Bingo. there's the next one. Head home. Because now we've got to go to the Citadel. At least if you've missed a wing, like that one over here on the way down, having to keep coming back down here means you hopefully will get it if you miss it. Although the most infuriating thing is missing the wings on the flight down from the Citadel to the Colosseum. That is profoundly irritating if you miss those two. But we'll get to those, and hopefully I won't miss them. So, to get to the Citadel, fly out here, turn left. Why is everything turn left? I hadn't really noticed that. So we're going through here. And if I was high enough, I would probably just be able to fly straight over, which I not high enough. Alright. So, there are 2 wings in the Citadel. You know, I have a feeling when I get to the end and check, I'm going to find I missed one. But so far, I don't think I have. We'll see. This is a bit of a test. I'm not going to check with the map shrines until I finish to see what I missed. If I missed. Right. First wing is basically go to the other side. And we just follow this around. You do get some recharge while you're in here, which is useful. And we are headed up there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recharge. It's right in. Alright, that was one of the more poorly devised attempts at doing this that I have ever done. I just need to get up there. Talk amongst yourselves while I wait and berate my impatience. How many flappy levels do we think we'll need to get up there? What do you think? Can we make it with 4? Yep, there we go. Oh yes, easily. And there's the first one. Next one, I did it with 4. And I didn't need 4. Probably done it with 3. Next one is down here. And I still remember the first time I did this. One of the first times. Getting it lined up was difficult. But then you realize you really are it's dropping quite slowly. And bingo. You're going to go by Jan. See you later, Thivia. Now we have to make our way through the temple. because there are 2 more this way. See you later, Thivia. So this first one is on the right-hand side. So you need to remember that. Line up. Stay on the right. You don't really need to flap, so you can just glide. Just don't lose too much altitude. Go past the bridge. Stay right. And we need to go right through here because the first pickup, and it's an auto pickup again, is right down there. And yeah, it is possible to miss that. I've done it myself. One more wing to go. What you're looking for is the floating rocks. And again, the wing is kind of on the right. So, yeah, you can see the floating rocks. In fact, you can just see the glimmer of the wing there. That's where we're heading. And it's on top of that spire right there. So don't hit anything on your way in. Get yourself lined up and I hopefully get it. Yep, I got it. And I have no interest in finishing this because I've got all the wings here. So, quickest way now is go home. So, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. We have 2 more to go. And I am actually going to take a quick break due to biological necessity. I will be back in a couple of minutes. This is what happens when I drink coffee early in the morning. And I'm back. Sort of. Right. Heading for the Golden Wasteland. We want to go to Treasure Reef first. There are 2 in the Treasure Reefs. And the way I do it is get them, go home, come back. It's quicker, I think. First one is on that tower over here. But I'm not going to fly there directly. I don't think I've got the flappiness to do it. So you head for this tower, which you can get to the top of quite easily, and then fly over. You can recharge at that light bloom on the way up. So now we just need to go to the top of that tower. You'll notice there are light blooms there, but depending on your flap levels, you may or may not be able to get to the lowest one. So I find it easier to fly over in this fashion. Grab that. Next wing is underwater. You see the, what is that, hexagonal tower? That's where we're headed next. This is actually one of the more obscure ones. I have met at least one veteran who didn't know it was down here. And I only found out because of the internet. The one thing you do not want to worry about down here, as long as you just go straight, you will not run out of air. Because at the bottom here, you can recharge your air. Open up the door. And this can be interesting because depending on your angle, just go straight through. Don't worry about your air too much because we're going to go straight home from this point. Just like to make sure I've got them all. And this is quicker than going back out, going back to the boat, returning to the social area. Alright, there are 2 in this next spot. Don't try and be fancy, just crash to the ground. You can see one of them there. Right, first one is up here. And you'll see the second one from the top. So just fly up. If you don't have too many wing levels, it is slightly easier to fly up over there and then hop over. But as you can see, I had more than enough. Grab that, and you can see the second one already. From here we now go to the Forgotten Ark, which is straight in this direction on the boat and cross over. I like to keep a bit of flap capability at this point, because on one famous occasion, or at least famous in my own mind, I missed the jump onto the boat and landed in the water, and I was so low on flap I had to go home and come back. Now there are recharge points around here that people have put down. Strongly advise you make use of them. Don't necessarily recommend you flying if you are solo. However, if you do, well, yeah, you can. You can get a recharge from the spirit. Well, sort of. Show you what I mean. So, just being around the spirit can help, or give him a hug. If you haven't unlocked this region properly, that water is polluted, and doing what I just did will cost you some light. So, first wing, obviously, on top of... what is this, a prow? Yep, I got it. Second wing is in that direction through the caves. And what I will be doing is, once I've gotten this second wing, I'll be going back home and returning, because I think it's going to be quicker than making my way back. And it's right round the corner here. Grab that. Make sure I've got it. Go home. This should be the last time through the gate. Next time at home, we should be heading into the Vault of Knowledge. Now we're just going straight across into the, what's it called? First Krill area, I think it's unofficially called. If you're low on Flappy, there should be some recharge spots right after you. Yep. Exit, don't pat the cat. I just went the wrong way, didn't I? I got myself completely turned around. Okay, where were we? Right, first wing in this area is on the left-hand side. I strongly advise that we essentially wait for the krill to hop out and attack the manta. I don't know if it can be distracted at this point. I'm not going to even try. If you're at all bothered, you can simply skip straight through and then do the go into the crab fields and come back trick, because that krill won't be there. Next one's here on the right. You can see the glow. And you have two possibilities at this point. There are 4 in this area. And how you do it, I suspect, is a little bit up to you. I have a way I do it, which is what I'm going to obviously do right now. But the first one is quite safe. It is right there. That one is relatively safe to get, he says, hoping. And then the other 3 are scattered around in that general direction. So I will go through, grab this. Whoa, that was close. Right at the edge of its vision. Now, I just did something slightly daft in that I don't have... I really would prefer to be recharged at this point. Oh yeah, so do you remember what I was saying? Go to the crab fields and back. If I were to go back on myself right now and go back into that first krill area, the krill would not spawn. Okay, I have full Flappy. Come round here to the right. Follow the wall round, and you should see... where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You should be able to see it from down here. I think I've gone too far. Oh, yeah, you can just see the glow. Yeah, there we go. And now I can't see it at all. Yeah, there we go. You can just see it where that player is standing. Now, I obviously have enough flap levels to get up here and make a few mistakes. If you are earlier in the game, this one can be problematic. You can... where is it? You can just about do it, but I can't remember what the minimum flap levels are, and there should be a recharge point or 2. Yep, there is. But that one's relatively new. I know the first time I went for that one, it was quite difficult. Now, if you are with somebody, that may help, but you have to remember that they may not be able to see the krill in the same place that you can. They can be out of sync between 2 players, even if they entered this region at the same time. Next wing is through here. And, yeah, you can't miss it, really. This one you want to wait for the krill to get out the way. And you can see where the third wing in the area is. It's right over there, and I should just have enough flak to get it. As I say, if you are with somebody, it's entirely possible that they will be spotted by the krill even if you aren't. And that can be a problem. So that's the third one in this area. Excuse me a second. And I now have, yay, 150 wing levels. Which means I'm up to, well, there's only one more flappy level available after this, and that's after 200. So I could technically just stop right there, but I'm not going to. Just in case I get into trouble at some point. So we are now going to go back into that area where there were all those krill flying around. We need to go through here. And I find the best way to do this sorry, is to fly high. Let's fly as high as you can. And we are going to head for that winged light right there. And from there, the other two are easy-ish. But you don't want to mess around. So if you're with somebody, make sure they know to grab the wing as soon as they can. Because now we've got to head straight. To this little alcove. Got to be careful here because a krill does come through here. Pick that one up. Fly round. Look for the pipe. Spot the pipe there. Head directly for that wing. Grab it. Make our way back. And that's all the wings in this area. We are now home free. If you need a recharge, one of these will probably do it. Thank you. And you can actually see the next wing right there. Now given... Oh. You can actually get up there without any wings at all, but you shouldn't have to. So as I said, there's two in this area and one in the temple. So this is the first one, which as you can see is visible from quite a way away. And the next one is hidden. Well, not hidden. It's behind this pillar. And as you can see, there isn't really a clue, not from this angle, that it's there. So you're just going to have to trust me. Fly towards this pillar, slightly off to one side, go round it. And it should be right in front of you as you walk round. There you go. Make your way into the temple. one more here. That's it. And I should be done with the Golden Wasteland. We have one more region to do, which is the Vault of Knowledge. Now, we're going to have to go backwards and forwards here a bit, but seeing as we're here, the first one's at the top of the ladder. In fact, you could see it glowing. Oops. Now, I would like to... There are two more behind here. Now, the problem is, there's only one of me. So, we're going to see if we can't kind of glitch it open. This is one of those occasions where having somebody with you really is helpful. Yeah. See, technically, I shouldn't be able to get it open this way, but... And I can't see anybody to honk at. But it is actually possible. I think I've actually got through it in the conventional fashion. Don't know if there's I don't know whether any of these are trustworthy. None of that seems to be helpful. There used to be a way of getting down here. But that particular method... Yeah, this is the camera method. I don't know that it still works. Worth a try. Guessing it doesn't. I know they fixed it in some areas, but yeah, apparently that's not one of them. So, yes, if you can't get through here, you're in a bit of trouble. I have gotten this open solo before, but I don't know whether that's because there was somebody on another server attempting the same thing at the same time, or whether it did just genuinely glitch. And to be honest with you, this is one of the more frustrating features of the game. If you are a solo player, there are some very frustrating parts to it. And there we go. Now, I don't know whether that's because somebody else on another server helped open it, or whether I just managed to get lucky. We are heading up through that hole in the wall, and then following the corridors around. I don't actually know if this helps you at all, but yeah, it does. Okay. I've never actually used that for recharging. It's literally just follow everything around, keep going. Given this can be used for recharge, I'll light that up. Right, go up the ladder. Now at this point it is actually useful to pick up those because we are heading straight across. Pick up the winged light, hop deck down through the hole. I can never remember which way to go at this point, strangely. I think he's behind here. Yeah. Way out should be in this direction. It is questionable whether it's quicker to go home or not at this point. It was probably quicker to go home. But that was a fairly quick exit. And now we're going to do the 7 that are in this direction. Now this is going to be slightly irritating. One of these areas you can return from. We are going to be heading towards the Season of the Nine-Coloured Deer, the Starlight Desert, and the Moomins. So we'll go the Moomins first, because we're still going to have to get it. And we are going to head towards that winged light over there, which I have unlocked. I'm assuming they're going to keep this one in. Now I'm going to have to go back home. I mean, you could use the meditation circle, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Back we go. I'm probably just going to go home after each section here. You can return to this region through the Starlight Desert. As far as I know, you can't through the Crescent Oasis. Three winged lights here. First one I'm going to go to is atop this jar, straight in front of me. In fact, you can just see it glowing. You're going to be making a lot of use of the clouds, unless you're with somebody who has lit a friendship candle. Next one is straight ahead, underneath the platform there, well, inside the platform. And because there's a candle cake on the way, I'm going to stop and get it. I mean, it's literally in a straight line on the way. I'm probably going to have to land there anyway, so might as well grab it. Flap for the clouds. You're going to need to get quite high up so that you can glide over. Or at least I do. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm fully charged before I attempt that glide. I probably could have made it, but what the heck. You can see I'm not the only person doing it. And you want to head for one of the cross-shaped holes at the base there. Yeah. Oh! Do they not know about the friendship candle trick? Because that would have made their lives a lot easier. One more to get in this area. And that is over this way. Basically, just head for these clouds, climb high. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And when you get high enough, you'll see it. It's right there. You can just about see the glow. Looks like a giant lantern. Oh, it is, isn't it? It's supposed to be a giant lantern, I think, that. I hope I've got enough height to get there. Head for home again. Back we go. Now we're heading for the Crescent Oasis. And now I'm starting to develop the feeling that I've missed some. Oh, maybe not. No. Alright, 3 more in the Crescent Oasis. If I get through this in a halfway decent time, I may end up just labeling this Wing Runs, the definitive guide. If in doubt, recharge. I can't remember if there are any natural recharge points in here. So bunny hopping, just to be sure, is not a bad idea. Probably some of my favourite music in the game, this, and my favourite area. So we're going to use the clouds again. So, first one is right down here. Second one is behind that temple roof. And to be honest, I don't know if I've got the flap levels to reach it from back where I was, but I should be able to get it from here. And it's right behind the spire. You can just about see it. Here it is. Final one is through that hole in the clouds. You can actually go over the clouds if you want. I'm going to go through. Yeah, this has taken me 2 hours so far, and this has actually been relatively quick. For me. You do actually have to be slightly careful here. I have gone out of bounds in this region by accident. And there we go. That's marking the chimes for 8 o'clock my time. Grab that. Go home. Again. Once more, this time with feeling. Right, on this level there is one more wing to get. And it's over here, past the sapling, through the spirit tunnel. This is another one where you really need to know it's there. I think there's an angle you can actually see it from, but it doesn't really matter, because what we're going to do is go around through this hole in the wall, around, around, turn left, up. Oops. Yeah, let's try and get this properly. You don't need to go through the bars, you can just access it from outside. That's the last one at this level. Come back the way we came. I can never remember whether there's 4 or 5 more to go. I just remember where they are. It's 5 more to go. I think I got that right. Of course, this would be faster if I didn't have to light up all these, but that's life. No wing at this level, so we'll just focus on getting up to the next level. Now, it would be nice if those two would actually help. There's only two over there, and let's see if we can't shame them into helping. I know it's taking away from time, but it's be nice. Oh, come on. Oh, of course, daily light would be refreshed. It's 8 o'clock. Are they trolling us? Oh no, they were waiting for the daily light refresh, but they could have helped with that door. I'm not worried about the lights at this point. It's not my goal. I don't care. Let's see whether they went to help. Did they? Oh, they did. Okay. I think they got through. Yes, they did. Almost done. Oh, I hate it when that happens, because now I can't see, and I literally just launched myself off. Okay, we're good. Two more at the next level. I think that's right. At this point, I just want to get it over with. Right, should be one up there. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Next one is at the highest level. And how you get there is... where's the... it's up there, basically. No, no, it's not. Why did I think it was up here? It's the right direction to head, because you can recharge there, and it is... oh, I can never see in this... oh, it's over there. Yeah. Not sure if I got enough flappy to do it, but we'll try. Yeah, we can do it. Oh, I hope we can do it. I hope we can do it. Yes, there we go. Two more to go. And then we'll go home, check the map shrine. I'll point out the ones I either haven't got and get them, or the ones I deliberately haven't gone for. the next one is on this skeleton. Right there. And with luck, someone's gone over to tickle the manta. Thank you. One more to get. I'm not actually used to catching the manta. Let's see if I can just fly straight up. Yeah, there we go. And there's the last one, I hope. Right, this is where we find out if I've missed any. Now remember, I was going for 99. I wasn't going to do the trials, and I wasn't going to go into Eden. So, what have we got? Cross fingers. Right, those are the trials. That's a bug. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and those 10, those are 10 in Eden. That is 99 wings in 2 hours and call it 10 minutes. Well, that's a bit faster than last time. Right, that's me done. To the other person who's watching now, I hope you have a good weekend. I'll be back most likely tomorrow. I'll certainly be back tomorrow to do Journey of the Wingless, which is me running a wingless avatar through Sky. And if you don't see me tomorrow, well, see you next time. But I'll be here. Have a good day.